In this video, I'm going to talk about connecting your business to trillions of dollars, or at least your fair share of it, and show you how you can get a public listing for your business, even though you thought it was unattainable. So let's get straight to the video and see where it takes us. So let me start with the obvious caveat. This is not financial advice, and is for informational and educational purposes only, which is pretty natural, really. Anyway, to the main subject of the video. If you're a small, medium enterprise business owner and you come to sell your business, you will probably get 2 to 4 times net profit, or what we call in the trade EBIT, earnings before interest and tax. And then you compare that against a stock like Apple, which is traded on the stock market, and that is basically trading at the time of this video about 30 times earnings. And there's a very, very simple reason for that, and it's one word called liquidity. In essence, by being on the stock market, you can trade that stock 20 times a day, go in and out of it. If you want to sell your business, you may never sell your business. Maybe 20 can take you 2 years. If you're lucky, you can sell it in 6 months. Depends on the supply and demand, but generally, as a rule, with SMEs, 80% of SMEs that are put up for sale never actually sell, and only 1% of businesses actually sell. So that's the start. That's the starting point. So the question is, what about getting a public listing for your business? Now, generally speaking, if you're going to go public, you're going to be looking at a minimum net profit of about $1.5 million US, a million sterling, and probably more. And you could be, the main reason being is that you're going to have costs associated with running and being part of a public limited company of 150,000 a year, and you have to obviously make that. There's no point having, if you have 500,000 profit, spending 35% on your profit of fee and in accountancy and compliance fees. So what is the solution? Well, there is actually a really, really interesting solution out there for people who want to grow their business with a view to having a public listing for their business and having tradable shares that they can trade when they want to exit their business. And in essence, that's called an agglomeration, and I call that basically connecting SMEs with trillions of dollars. An agglomeration is a very simple process. As a company, you swap your shares for the PLC shares, and you work within their environment. And in essence, you continue to have the benefits of your independent company. So the main thing about agglomerations compared to mergers and acquisitions, agglomerations are not trying to change your company or amalgamate your company with some. It's like having 50 directors in one place. They can all bounce ideas off each other, but they're not trying to change or amalgamate the companies. And in essence, what happens is all the profits get sent up to the public limited company, and then it gets redistributed back down to the shareholders. Obviously, once you've traded your shares for the PLC shares, you'll get your dividend according to the performance of the whole group. And there's obviously stop gaps and protections in the way to make sure that every company is performing. And a company that is not performing or in the first year, for example, the PLC has the right to give that company their shares and unwind them from the deal that was done originally. It works extremely well. The other thing about being a PLC, which you'll know, is the power it gives you to go. So once you become part of the agglomeration, you then have the agglomeration's finances to go and acquire other businesses You also, if you're bidding for government contracts, instead of your balance sheet of maybe $1 million, you suddenly have 50 million balance sheet, as an example, to go and get these contracts from governments and other people like that. It's a very complicated subject, very hard to cover in a video, but at this stage, I just wanted to share with you the concept of the whole idea that there was another pathway to getting your company a public listing. If your turnover and net profit is more like £500,000, $600,000, rather than rather than the $1 million, $2 million that you would need to take your company public. It can also be a strategy for exit planning. So again, thinking ahead, maybe you'll bring everything on board into the agglomeration, and after 5 years, you'll be ready to get out and sell. But the great thing about agglomeration, you own shares and you don't have to sell all your shares. So for example, you could sell 50% of your shares to go and do the things you want to do and still keep an interest. And you may want to be one of those sort of people I call chairman of the board, i.e. that they're chairman and still have a capacity and sit in meetings, but basically the majority of their time they're out on the beach or whatever they do, like enjoying their lives, etc., etc. Anyway, if you want to know more, yeah, let's discuss more. But in the meantime, could you please like the video? Could you please subscribe to our video channel and hit the notification bell so you can get more videos like this if you enjoyed the content.
Thanks for watching the video, and please feel free to connect with me on my personal website, nickstewart.co. Really looking forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.